Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto has been in Mount Kenya region with the Kenya Kwanza team popularizing for their coalition. They did a series of meetings and rallies reaching out to their supporters. But when this team trooped to Kiharu constituency, where Ndindi Nyoro happened to come from, Rigathi Gachagua got a chance to address the electorate. And in his own remarks, Gachagua suggested to the people of Kiharu constituency that they should allow Ndindi Nyoro to be a running mate to William Samoei Ruto, then they remain on ground popularizing for Ruto so that he can get numbers in that constituency. Now, after Rigathi Gachagua's remarks, Professor Mutahi Ngunyi shared his views on his Twitter handle in reaction to Rigathi Gachagua. So first of all, I want to listen to Rigathi Gachagua shortly, and after that, we are going to see what Mutahi Ngunyi shared out. Watch this first.
Mama nenda murutera gobi adwa muranga. Aterere adwa muranga. Jaba neno. Eno eta waruto. Eno ere haha. Eno eta giaguku. Eno era menuo. Eno era horo. Neo murenda. Ne eno. Agatio. Neigana marauga neo. Harabe. Ningetaka kuchukua nafasi hii. Nimesikia huyu msemaji wa rais wetu Uhuru Kenyatta anaitwa Murathi akisema ya kwamba ati hawatahitaji kura ya Mount Kenya kusaidia Raila, na ni kweli. Sisi watu ya Mount Kenya kazi yetu ni kuangusha Raila kila mwaka. Na tungetaka kumwambia Murathi, sisi tunajua kazi yetu. Tarehe 9 tutaamuka mapema tuangushe Raila aende nyumbani. Neguo adwa Kiharu Ndindi Nyoro yarutete wira ndĩrenda kũmũhoya mwanake ũyũ wĩtwo Ndindi rĩu ti mũtongoria wa Kiharu kana wa Murang'a, nĩ mũtongoria wake na arendekana Kenya ng'ima. Neguo na mwanake ũyũ nĩ mũĩ mũgĩkũyũ augaga mũgumo watemwo hacokaga ithare. Matiba witwagwa mũndũ nĩracokire nĩ Ndindi Nyoro. Nĩ ũhoro ma koguo tũrenda kũmũhoya na gĩtĩo mũtũhe Ndindi Nyoro agateithia William Ruto Kenya. Nĩ mũkũmũherotha nĩ andũ aigana mũrauga nĩ mũkũheana Ndindi Nyoro agateithia Ruto? Nĩ mũgũcunga kura cia Ndindi? Tũmũtigĩre wĩra wa Ndindi? Tũmũtigĩre? Nĩ mũkũmũnyitĩrĩra? Na mũtigakiuga nĩ mũkũmũnyitĩrĩra mũcoke mũmũbacanie? Nĩ mũkũmũnyitĩrĩra athiĩ na njamba ĩno? Na koguo ndagacoke gũka Kiharu, mũreke tũthiũrũke nake Kenya tũcarie kura cia William Ruto. Nĩguo.
Now, this is how Mutahi Ngunyi reacted to Rigathi Gachagua remarks. If you allow me to read. Dear Ndindi Nyoro, Gachagua is playing with your mind when he proposed you as DP to Ruto. He knows you are a political cartoon. That is Mutahi Ngunyi. Now, if you ask anyone who is a preferred running mate to William Samoei Ruto in this 2022 general election, definitely the first name that will come out is Rigathi Gachagua, then Musalia Mudavadi, and other people are going to follow that list. So generally, Rigathi Gachagua has been preferred a best running mate to William Samoei Ruto. But Gachagua is here proposing someone else instead of him becoming a running mate to William Samoei Ruto. So I want us to use this opportunity to check on some of the reasons that could be pushing Rigathi Gachagua to propose Ndindi Nyoro as a preferred running mate to William Samoei Ruto. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you are not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you'll always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drops comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, in my view, Rigathi Gachagua is suddenly not interested in the running mate position after he has done his calculation. Gachagua has sat down, he has done his math, and all under is indicating that he might spend his next 5 years in the coldness after this 2022 general election. Watu wakishapiga kura, Rigathi Gachagua is realizing that he will be in the coldness. And in his own wisdom, Gachagua is choosing to defend his seat and to endorse Ndindi Nyoro as a running mate William Samoei Ruto. Just in case somebody need to go home, then that person will not be Rigathi Gachagua, but Ndindi Nyoro or someone else. So in simple terms, Rigathi Gachagua is chickening out. There is one thing Rigathi Gachagua understands because he has been working around the deep state and the system. Remember, he was with President Uhuru Kenyatta's PS. Amekuwa kwa serikali. So Rigathi Gachagua has been a DO. He understands how the deep state operates. He knows very clear how President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto arrived to the presidency in 2013, and especially what happened in 2017. So Gachagua knows very well that even if they win this election, they might not be declared the winner. Power might not be handed to them. So being a William Samoei Ruto running mate, it means after this August election, he's going home. Raila won election in 2017, but he never saw the power. He's just enjoying some privileges only after the handshake between him and President Uhuru Kenyatta. Because Uhuru, in his own wisdom, I'm believing that he understood the power that he's holding to ilikuwa ya mtu mwingine. So rather than a country going to a fight, it was good for him just to call Raila and work with him. This could be some of the reason even that could be pushing President Uhuru Kenyatta to feel that it is better, after robbing Raila, just to give him a chance. Gachagua is understanding all this game. But again, in his calculation, he understands that Uhuru used Mount Kenya, Rift Valley votes to get to power. Those numbers were not enough to make him a president. And now we have William Ruto, who want to come and enjoy the same privileges Uhuru had in 2017. The fact is that not everyone in the Mount Kenya region is going to vote for William Ruto. Yes, he might attract a big chunk of that vote, but at least even 20% might not go with him. They can listen to President Uhuru Kenyatta. So the problem is selling William Ruto outside the Mount Kenya region and Rift Valley. Which other community or region will accept William Ruto? Definitely, he might not attract numbers. And you can see the current polls shows that Raila is now winning against William Ruto. So it means Raila angali na kura za Wajaluo, that is the larger Nyanza region. You come to Western, he has numbers. The other time now, they released the polls from Coast region. Raila is leading. Ruto has about 20%. So when you move across the entire country, Nairobi, he has the numbers. So Rigathi is arriving to one answer, that they might not have a good chance to win this election, even if it is fair, free and fair. So that makes him to take a back step to go and defend his seat as a Madeira member of parliament. And secondly, which is still making sense to me, is that Rigathi Gachagua as a person is realizing that if UDA party is going to be given a chance to produce a presidential candidate in this Kenya Kwanza Coalition, definitely UDA will not be allowed to produce a running mate to William Samoei Ruto. So the worst thing He has been staying in UDA rather than forming his party like Kabogo, Kuria, huyu mtu wa STP na wengine. So Gachagua is learning that UDA will not get a chance to produce a running mate. Even if there will be a push to have a running mate from Mount Kenya region, then definitely there are other political parties in Mount Kenya that are working together with William Ruto in Kenya Kwanza. So that means Ruto might be forced to go for another person so that at least this coalition will be seen as a united coalition. Maybe Kabogo, if not Kabogo, there is this STP party leader, Mwangi Kiunjuri. He can go for him. Ama huyu mtu wa matusi Moses Kuria. But definitely Moses Kuria amejirudisha chini. And if not, there is Musalia Mudavadi, where everyone is pushing also the other groups from outside Mount Kenya region to have Mudavadi as his running mate. So Gachagua is understanding that UDA will not have a chance to produce a running mate after giving a presidential candidate. Hiyo ni mambo ya common sense. So this is forcing Gachagua to take a back step. Aenda rudi tu Madira, atafuta ubunge. Such that in case Kenya Kwanza will win this election, he can resign as a member of parliament, then achukue another role, maybe a cabinet slot. Just like Alfred Keter. Keter was a senator, Kericho Senate. So when Ruto needed him in the cabinet, he had to resign, then wakachagua mtu mwingine Aaron Cheruiyot to replace him. And that's how he found himself in the cabinet. So Gachagua is thinking that if they will win, first of all, he wants to secure his seat. And then secondly, if they will win, then he will take another role. This is something that Senator Wetangula has always played out when they were in CORD coalition and the NASA coalition. The first thing Wetangula was looking for to secure his chance as a senator of Bungoma County. Because he was believing that in as much they are going to win the election, Baba amekuwa kwa deep state pia when he was defending Kibaki in 2007. He knew that it's not going to be very easy for deep state to hand over power to them when they had another person. So first thing, secure his seat as a senator. Such that in case they don't get to power, he will still remain a senator. So Gachagua want to play the politics that Senator Wetangula has been playing all along. And lastly, I can conclude and say that because William Ruto was in Kiharu constituency, Rigathi Gachagua could have just decided to use this opportunity to uplift Ndindi Nyoro so that the people of Kiharu can see Nyoro as a person who is heading to the national politics, such that he can have an easy sell in case he want to defend his seat, ili wampigie tu kura. Unajua kuna watu wengine akitaka kuwa mbunge, kitu ya kwanza anasema nataka kuwa governor. He raises his stakes up. Then when he get back to his people, he get easily elected. Someone else will say he want to become a president or a running mate. Then when he get back, at least he raised his stakes. The people on the ground easily accept him because they will view him as a person who is heading to the national politics. So this could be something that Rigathi Gachagua was trying to play out so that Nyoro can be viewed as a senior politician in that area. I don't know what you think about this, but that's my view. So let us have a continuation of this conversation through the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.